Good morning, friends. Welcome back to another vlog, and today I am going to take you through day in the life of a do-it-all girl. I am joining the 5 a.m. study session for Accepted Society that I run on a Wednesday morning, and I have a few work tasks that I need to get done. I'm pretty tired today, so I am just going to get through the work that I need to do for my day job during the 5 a.m. study session. I have a lot of asks that I need to get done, and so that's what I'm focusing on. For the last 7 days, I've been taking these Magic Mind shots, and this is my final day of taking them after a week, and I have really felt the benefits of them. They are termed as a mental performance shot. It has all of your daily vitamins, your vitamin C's and vitamin D's in there, which also help me to kind of feel more focused, clear, and motivated and productive. And I have really been enjoying them in the morning. Despite what they look like, they are actually really tasty, and I just have the shot first thing in the morning, and it's not heavy on the caffeine, so it's easy enough to take throughout the day. You don't need to worry about taking it in the afternoon, but I really like taking it first thing in the morning, and then having a cup of tea with the shot so that I can get back to my work. One thing I've really found is that with the inclusion of vitamin D in my sort of daily routine, I do find that I am managing my stress levels a little better than when I don't have vitamin D in my system. And if you would like to try out Magic Mind, then please use my code, which will be here on the screen and in the description box below. That will get you up 48% off of your first subscription for the next 10 days. Now it's time to get back to some work. It is about 9:30 or so. I had a very, very productive study session this morning, and I'm just taking a quick break just to sort of reset my brain, have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna go grab a few things from the store, and then I'm gonna get back into it. But I got so much work done during the 5 a.m. study session this morning. It was just insane. I have a lot of Google work to do, so I ticked off a fair bit of my to-do list. Still got things to do. Also hit a whole lot of admin related tasks that I managed to do, and just feeling really on top of it today, which is great. And yeah, so let's continue on for the day. There are a couple of things that I really want to do. I've got a lot of Google meetings this afternoon, so I think I'm going to spend the morning focusing on accepted stuff. I need to do the admissions workshop that I am running this weekend, and that will be a live event. It probably would have already happened, so I'll leave the link of that in the description box below. Really excited about that. And then this afternoon I'll attend my meetings, and I will close off the day with reading for my residency. I finished up Mary Wollstonecraft's Maria last night, and oh my goodness gracious me, did it destroy me as a book. I don't think people realize how insane the injustices were for women at the time. in Victorian England. It's that book, even though it's fragmented and it was never actually published, the fact that Wollstonecraft pulled it together and, you know, intended on publishing it, and it's kind of a bit difficult to follow, but once you get into, it's really, really short, but once you get into it, you kind of get so absorbed in the story, and all of a sudden you finish the book and you're just like, you're so mad. You're so mad. I'm so mad. I was so mad at the end of that book. Anyway, I've read that. I'm going to move on to one of my other readings, which is A Simple Story by Elizabeth Ichbold, which I started reading while I was in Paris, and I'm going to continue reading that, and so slowly get through my reading list for my residencies. I must say, I love living in this neighborhood. Excuse the construction behind me, but I love living in this neighborhood. It has everything. I've just been to the butcher to get meat. I've just gone to the cafe to get breakfast and cinnamon rolls. And I went to the local farmer's store to get tea. So, I mean, it's just perfect. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. I worked most of the day yesterday. It would have been boring for you to sit and come with me, but I have got an interesting day today. I've got a few meetings for the Google side, but I also want to prepare some things for the upcoming admissions workshop this weekend. So I started doing the slides yesterday. I need to finish them, and I also need to prepare all of the things for the Key to Accepted launch, which is going to happen this weekend, and I'm very, very excited about that. It seems like there's a lot going on at the moment, and last night I just felt like I needed to disconnect for a bit, so that's exactly what I did. I went off my phone, I made dinner, I rested, relaxed, didn't sit on my phone at all, and played a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy to disconnect. But I was really, really tired. I was overtired from getting up at 5 in the morning, and I didn't sleep until much later in the evening, I think about 1 in the morning. So I decided I was going to work this morning, but I decided to sleep in and just rest, because rest is important and disconnecting is important, and it's okay to not be 120% productive all the time. So it is the next day. I'm going to take you along with me. As I say, I've got a few meetings, got a few chores that I need to do, quite a bit of laundry that I need to do. So this is going to be a very, very realistic vlog. Not just highlighting the good things, highlighting all the things that you need to do during the day to actually get stuff done. So today is primarily focused on ticking off a few sort of lighter touch things on work, getting the Key to Accepted stuff lined up for the weekend, and finishing my laundry. Those are my 3 goals. a warm cup of tea. Oh, look at the steam coming out of that. A warm cup of tea and some toast, some buttered toast. Honestly, I could live on this. I love some buttered toast. I know that's so like boring, but so good. So good. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight into my week, just so you can kind of see what sort of things I'm busy with on a sort of day-to-day basis, and how much I kind of have to keep straight in my head in terms of juggling. So I mentioned this in my last video, but I keep my commonplace book up to date with like my to-do list and notes of things that I need to think about. And then I also have my planner, which shows the sort of timings of everything that I need to do. So for this week, for instance, I had a meeting, my first meeting with a potential PhD supervisor at Trinity on Tuesday, and so I went into work for that day. I took the train into Dublin and went for the meeting, and then went to the office. So obviously I did not spend any time doing accepted or masters related stuff, apart from obviously having the meeting, which went really well. But for the rest of the week, I have been working from home. My job is really great at allowing me to work from home. I've been divvying up my time between accepted work and my Google day job. Now, my day job has been really busy the last couple of weeks. There's a lot going on, a lot of regulations, a lot of audits that are happening. At the moment, I obviously can't go into the details of it. I have a lot of asks that have a quick turnaround time, and it's been really busy. I also have been preparing for the upcoming Key to Accepted workshop, which I'm running. I'm running the workshop on Saturday, and then we are also launching our Key to Accepted admissions course, which I will link in the description box below, because it should be live and you can sign up for it, or you can sign up for the waiting list for it in the description box below. And there's still a lot of things on sort of the admin related side for Accepted that I'm focused on. I had a couple of meetings this week. I am preparing to do payroll at the end of the month. I'm looking at our finances, consistently looking at the expenses that we have used in the last month. And obviously just getting a whole lot of those things ticked off, while also filming YouTube videos, editing YouTube videos, and getting my reading in for my masters. And funny enough, my upcoming master's residency, which is end of October, I'm doing the literature module for that, and so all of the required reading, granted there's a lot of it, but I think I started quite early on the required reading. So I finished up reading Mary Wollstonecraft's Maria the last couple of days. I also finished Walter Scott's Waverley, which was actually really good. I wasn't expecting to like it, and I actually did. And I've still got a few books that I have to read ahead of October. I've got a couple of weeks to do that, and then I need to do my reading ahead for my other module, which is the art module, and I'm very excited for that. But I do feel like there's always a lot of moving parts in my life, and being able to keep sort of a consolidated to-do list here, like I've got my accepted to-do list, my Google to-do list, my academic to-do list, and then my social media to-do list, and being able to kind of keep those up to date throughout the week is really, really helpful. Now it's getting to a point where I've kind of crossed off so much that it's looking a bit messy, and I don't actually feel like I really see the extent of what I need to kind of cover off, but at the end of the week, I'll redo the to-do list and kind of tighten it all up. Having said this, however, there is something that I want to highlight, and that is that I have a very, very supportive partner. My husband takes on a lot of the sort of household chores and responsibilities so that I can spend most of my time working or doing accepted stuff or doing master stuff. And he has been really, really great at picking up the things that need to be done around the house, whether that's like the dishes or doing the grocery shopping or all that kind of stuff. He has really picked up that slack in doing those things, and I am incredibly grateful for that supportive network. I think I would be in a really different mental state if I found myself just not managing in the house as well. Now, granted, I have to say, like, is our house like clean all of the time? No, but it's very comfortable, it's very, very livable, and I actually feel very, very grateful for the space in which I live and work in. Being in the countryside is also a huge, huge, huge benefit to me. Yesterday morning after the 5 a.m. study session, oh look at the sun. Yesterday morning after the 5 a.m. study session, I took time to go for a walk around our little village. I went to the butcher, I got a whole lot of stuff that we needed. I went to the local store here to pick up some things that we needed, like tea and fabric softener, not that you guys really need to know that. They're things that we do that make our lives easier, because obviously my husband is working full-time as well, but we are very conscious of supporting each other in the times when we need to, and he knows that during this time, that when there's so much going on, that he needs to just pick up a bit on my side, and I'm very, very grateful that I have that support, and that I have the support of my family and my friends who are incredibly understanding when I am overly stressed or when I don't necessarily respond to messages or anything like that. I really do appreciate my support network, and I think we don't give enough credit to that. Obviously you guys are watching me do all these things, but I wouldn't be able to do all these things without my support network and without my friends and family and my husband. I just want to flag that up because I don't think we give that enough consideration. Just creating the sign up form for the Key to Accepted program. I'm very, very excited about this because I really loved working in admissions when I did it through Accepted Consulting. Excuse me. And now I'm getting to kind of run my own admissions course. It's very exciting. I'm very excited about it. Key to Accepted read list. So I'm just checking in. I just had my first meeting of the day, and it was a great meeting. It was with my manager, and it was basically a meeting about my performance. We do them every quarter, and it just basically like talking through what I've done and any feedback that I've gotten from people that I've worked with. And it was such a positive meeting. I can be very, very hard on myself about the work that I do and how well I do it. And I had a meeting with my manager at the beginning of the week where I basically, I wasn't in the right headspace. I'd had a very, very difficult work meeting just before I met with her, and I basically came into the meeting and I was just fuming. And thank goodness she's just the most wonderful manager that I think I have ever had. And she was so great. She was just in the meeting at the beginning of the week. She just kind of calmed me down. She made me sort of think and rationalize everything that I was saying in my mind. And then we had our meeting now to look at my performance for the last month. And it was so positive. There was so many wonderful things that people said about working with me. And I suppose this is just a way to say, don't be too hard on yourself. The sense of imposter syndrome that I feel on a daily basis is so intense, and I know in and of myself that I am good at what I do. I'm good at my job, I'm good at my studies, I'm good at running a business. But there's parts of me that's just like, that always questions it, and I know I shouldn't. I should seek my own internal validation rather than external validation. It can be really hard. You question yourself over and over again, and it can be really hard to just validate yourself and look at positive validation and criticism with the same light. And I try to do that. I try to validate myself so much, but I struggle with it, as I think so many people do. And sometimes it's just nice to get that external validation from someone that you respect to basically say, you're doing a good job. Keep it up, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And that was just such a good conversation. So this is me telling you that you're doing a good job. Keep it going, keep working, keep pushing. You are doing a good job, and you'll get to where you want to get to. Good, thank you. It's been a while. I think this is basically, there was a gray area of about 4 or 5 commitments across, and with discussions with the EC, it's basically come back that we need to be committing to these ones as well. So plan of action from my end. That sounds good. Cool. Nice and quick. Of course. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have got a whole lot going on your plate at the moment. Well, good luck. And yeah, we'll chat soon. All right. See you later. Bye.